We're going to do our final steps before we send our Saber Paw to the vinyl plotter. I'm getting ready to export it. First thing I'm going to do is put in my text. Again, I don't ever want to click and drag text boxes. I'm just going to click and create them. I'm going to use the year we're in right now, which is 2015. And grab that and bring that down in here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to resize that to fit inside this a little bit better. Now I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to hit Control C and Control V. I'm going to put my next number right up in here. Double click, change that to 0. And I'm going to arrange that so it's centered. Copy, paste. Again, I want to make sure I'm aligning these with the ones next to them. Oh. Copy and paste that. Oh, I'm going to have to switch my 1 and my 5. I'll just put a 1 in here. Switch those two around. So now I have my numbers in. I'm going to scoop that one just a little bit. And this one too. Now I can put my text that I'm going to put down in there. I'm going to go back to my text box. And I'm just going to go Sabers. I want to center justify all this. No, that's not quite what I wanted it to look. Oh, I'm going to select all of it and then center it. Go in and resize. I'm going to want to pick either a thicker font, maybe something that looks a little bit more like the font we have for Franklin. If I go to cut this right now, it's going to be too small. At minimum, I'm going to bold this. So I'm going to go in and change this to a bold. For time's sake, we'll just leave it the way it is. So I have my text created now. The problem is when I go to the vinyl plotter, there's another program. And that program doesn't always have all of our text fonts installed in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this text from text to a shape. And the way that I do that, I go up to Window, and I need to open a tool called Pathfinder. Once I have Pathfinder open, there's a little drop-down box here. And this option changes that to a shape rather than text. So I'm going to select that. And it now has turned this into a shape. Then I'm going to go and do that for my letters up here. I'm going to hold down Shift and select each of those letters. And I'm going to do the same thing, make compound shape. So now these are shapes rather than text. Now I'm ready to export this to go and make my cuts. again, after you export, you'll have to go to one of the computers that's hooked up to the vinyl plotters in order to actually make your cuts. So I'm going to go up to File, Export. And I want to export this as a DXF. So I'm going to change this to a DXF file. You can see I have a number of DXFs in here. And I'm going to save right over the top of this one. You won't have any Saber Paw DXFs. I'm going to hit Save. Ask me if I want to replace it. I hit Yes. I hit OK. At this point, you'd be ready to go log into one of the computers that has the vinyl plotters on them and get ready to cut out your vinyl.